called Cooler Runnings Vegetarian Grill, located at 1785 Nerid Avenue at the corner of Nerid and Wickham Avenues in the Bronx, across from the original Cooler Runnings restaurant. We're open Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. and on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. We specialize in the best authentic vegetarian dishes, which contain no animal byproducts. Our menu includes Ito stew, tofu, veggie chunks, and our exclusive in-house vegetarian patties. For our full menu, you can visit our website at crvgbronx.com, or you can give us a call at 929-265-3392. We are also available on Uber Eats for your convenience. Stop by, and remember, at Cooler Runnings Vegetarian Grill, customer service is our #1 priority.
This summer, set sail for a purpose. Join Eagles Wing Community Outreach Inc. for the second annual Ghana Missions Boat Ride, Sunday, June 22nd at 6 p.m. We're boarding aboard the Skyline Princess at One Wilkes-Barre Marine, Flushing, New York. And this isn't just a boat ride. It's a night of mission, music, and meaning. Enjoy live performances from dynamic guest artists Janet Lewis, Jocelyn Foster, and Dwight Schroeder, plus music by DJ Apache to keep the energy flowing all night. Come dressed in your finest African attire and celebrate culture, faith, and purpose. All aboard the Skyline Princess. The cost is $125. Scan the QR code to buy your tickets. It's hosted by Bishop Julian and Reverend Dr. Ingrid Stevenson. Call 914-620-5070 for more information or to reserve your ticket. The Ghana Missions Boat Ride. Praise, purpose, power. Set sail aboard the Skyline Princess and help build a vocational training school and church for the youth of Adante. Together we're creating opportunity, empowerment, and hope for generations to come. Be a part of the journey. Don't miss it.
When you are hungry, come to Cooler Runnings Restaurant, located at 1802 Nerid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx. We specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
For 2 days, the 5 o'clock hour is hot on Fit FM 96.7, www.fitfmja.com. Your life, your music with Lady D, Denise Gomez, Inside the Zone. Catch me on Monday at 5 p.m. for the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. And on Friday, yes, at 5 p.m. for Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. From abroad to yard, Trelawney, me love on you.
I'd like to say a very special good evening to you and you. Well, I'm ready. I'm like the Duracell, Miss Eveready, yep. Buckle up, family, buckle up. Because it's go time, yes. Welcome to the Monday Drive. Welcome to the Monday Drive on Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. Are you catching on to it as yet? Are you catching on? Just for your PSA, I have new ads coming, so give me a minute, okay? In the weeks to come, you'll be getting your new ads with Voices with Lady D. This is your unstoppable host. I'm like, I'm the resilient one. I don't get knocked down easily. So I'm your resilient host, your unstoppable host, Lady D Denise Gomez Green. I'm taking the wheel, shifting gears. I know how to drive a stick shift, do you? And I'm accelerating, man, straight into a power-packed ride. I feel like I'm going up Spur Tree. Or soursop turn. I remember the days, Lord. It's all about the power-packed right of insight, connection, and real talk. I tend to talk fast sometimes. No Monday blues here. We're setting the tone, turning up the volume, and driving straight into the discussions that matter. From the healing power of love to the crossroads of Medicaid, from community updates to sizzling headlines. This is where engagement meets energy. And we're powered by that island flavor. Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx, is serving up all the spice, all the vibes, and keeping that taste of Jamaica sizzling. We're live right now, streaming on the Voices with Lady D on YouTube channel, simulcasting on Caribbean Vibes Radio Network, www.caribbeanvibesradio.com, and Fit FM 96.7, www.fitfmja.com. Straight from Stewart Castle in Duncan's, Trelawney, Jamaica. It's global, it's interactive, and it's all about bringing communities together. Download the Linkage Radio app from the App Store. Tune in on TuneIn, Roku TV, Amazon TV, Fire TV, Android TV, and Apple TV. Oops. I tell you, that's a mouthful right there wherever you are. I welcome you. A very pleasant good evening to my co-host, Mr. Evil Green. And Ryan says CEO, so he has triple roles: husband, co-host, CEO. Whoops. So we invite you to log on to the YouTube channel. And if you don't have you're moving around a lot and you can't get to just watch me live on YouTube, of course I'm broadcasting out of Linkage Radio, your budding and buzzing station. So log on to the app. Call 914-268-6148 or 876-219-3474. We want to hear from you. This is not just a show, it's a movement. Did you hear? Yes. Are you ready to let's drive? Right on the Monday drive here. How was your weekend? I hope you had a fabulous weekend. Man, we had a weekend. We had graduation Friday. Then Saturday, what happened? What happened Saturday? Saturday? What happened again? What happened Saturday? Saturday, no show. Yeah. I'm coming to that. Sunday was church. But it was a good weekend. Whether or not I can recall what happened on Saturday. I'm no longer 12. Yes, sir. Have you told anybody recently about the YouTube channel? Please do. That's what we've been doing. We've been having conversations with people and say, hey, just log on now. So if you're talking to someone, wherever, on the phone or in person, and you're like, I listen to this show and I've known her for a long time and the program is really good. Give me your phone and you just say YouTube, Voices with Lady D, subscribe, tap the bell, blam, done, simple. So wherever you are, I'd like to welcome you to the show. If you're celebrating your birthday, happy birthday to you. It's someone's wedding anniversary, happy anniversary. And a baby was born somewhere in the world today. Life came into the world, yep. A very special good evening to my YouTubers. Mondays, you're all early. Thursdays, I have to wait. I don't know what you're doing on a Thursday, but you know what? Come, and take someone with you. Be like the adult in the supermarket and the child is running all over the place. You just say, come on to me. So just grab somebody. So let me do my quick shout out so I can get on with the show. Good evening to Pat J. She says good evening. Happy Motivational Monday and a new month to everyone. Can you believe it? We're in June. And also good evening to my king. Howdy, king. Also to Sherns in the house. Hey, Shernsy. My brother Mike is here. Oh, we were out together on Friday. We had a nice time. We were at a graduation, a family graduation. It was lovely. Want to say hi to my sissy Jen. Hey, Jen. Please share the link with someone. And when you share the link with them, could you just ask them to come into the chat space and join a part of this interactive group that we have here, family that we have here. It's so good when everybody is chatting and I get a chance to browse over, or my co-producer is in the back, responding accordingly. Hey, it's teamwork. 24 minutes after what time? 5 o'clock. Lots to cover. The show ends at 7 o'clock. So good evening, everyone. Take it down. It's my Gents Music Monday, and I'd like to welcome everyone to the show, near and far, wherever you are. Welcome. Touch base with me. Get into the mode of everything that's good and going on here. And I can just give you a little wink and say, I'm so happy to have you. So good evening to you, and you. It's now time for, of course, the Monday Beat. So what's in store this evening? Let me get over there to the program outline this evening. The Monday Beat, chasing those Monday blues straight out of here with a power-packed playlist and vibes to match. Community and immigration update, infidelity's ripple effects, and navigating the filing process. Should be interesting. Healthy lifestyle, the healing power of love, how connection and compassion transform our lives. You'd be surprised. Keeping you in the know, news from the Jamaica Information Service and Voices. Real talk, real people, real issues. Medicaid's crossroads, safety net or stricter gatekeeping? Have you heard about what's going on? So give me a call this afternoon, 914-268-6148 or 876-219-3474. I want to get some music in my bones. How about you? Welcome to the Monday Beat, chasing those Monday blues out of here with great, did I say great music? And of course, I chose a particular genre this afternoon. You may be saying, oh, I think I'm listening to another station. But no, you're on Linkage Radio.
Just a game, come and play. Just a game, come and play. Aziza, meet me on the floor tonight. Show me how to move like the water. In between the dancing lights. Be mine, Aziza. Meet me on the floor tonight. Show me how to move like the water. In between the dancing lights.
You know, I told you that somebody would have something to say this evening about the music. Yes, man, I have to mix it up.
There's nothing colder than your shoulder when you're dragging me along like you do. And then you switch up with no warning and you kiss me like you want it. How rude. But I kinda like it anyways. I don't mind if this is gonna take a million days. I know you'll come around to me eventually. If you sit back, relax, enjoy my company. Once you know what my love's gonna feel like, nothing else will feel right. You can feel like moonbeam ice cream, taking off your blue jeans, dancing at the movies, 'cause it feels so mystical, magical, oh baby. 'Cause once you know my love is so mystical, magical, oh baby. 'Cause once you know
I don't. I'm not. I really can't help. Anyone who is teasing my musical selections this evening because somebody's shoulder was moving, not just moi. So all who want to tease me about my musical selection in this segment, the Monday Beat, chasing the Monday blues out of here. Can't help you, can't help you. So welcome everyone. You're just joining me. You are near or far. Welcome to Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. Yes, man, where every voice has power. And it's brought to you courtesy of Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. It is now 5:33 p.m. and I'm hopping over to community and immigration update. So much. This one is interesting this evening. I think so. What can I say? Things are happening and people are in the know. And when you're in the know, it's always a good place to be. So I'd like to welcome you to the segment. We're learning every day in this segment. Believe it or not, there's always something that you had to say, what? Because you never heard that before. So I want to just take you to community and immigration update. It's all brought to you courtesy of Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. Good evening, everyone.
Can we talk about the baby mama back home? Hi, I'm Jim Hacking, immigration lawyer practicing law throughout the United States at our offices in St. Louis, San Diego, Washington, D.C., and now Chicago, Illinois. Being an immigration lawyer and talking to lots of immigrants every day, both those calling the firm and calling our Immigration Answers show, I hear a lot of stories. And I've been hearing more and more stories lately about the baby mama back home. And I don't mean to sound disrespectful. Obviously, people have children for lots of different reasons, and I just thought that would make a nice title and to explain in shorthand what we're talking about. So I had a case presented to me the other day, a possible case for us to take over. This person came to the United States on an immigrant visa, and let's say that he was married to Mary, okay? So Mary's a U.S. citizen. Mary filed for him. Mary waited 13 to 15 months for USCIS to approve the I-130 petition. Then they waited for the National Visa Center. Then they waited for the embassy. He got an immigrant visa to come to the United States. Let's say he got that immigrant visa in April of 2024, just for the sake of argument. Now, fast forward, he's eligible to apply for citizenship. And so because he's ready to apply for citizenship and because he's married to a U.S. citizen, he can apply after 3 years instead of 5 years. But here's the kicker. Around the time that he got approved for his immigrant visa to come to the United States, he had an affair. So here's his U.S. citizen wife, Mary, in the United States, waiting diligently for him to come. And he has an affair with a woman back home right before he picks up his visa to come to the United States. That relationship ended with a child being born, and that child was born after the foreign national came to the United States and picked up his green card. His wife here in the United States doesn't know about that child, and now's the time for him to apply for citizenship. And he was asking me, Jim, should I list that child on my application? And I said, well, I don't know if you should even apply for citizenship, because here's the thing. He was having sex with another woman at the time he got his immigrant visa. If the State Department or USCIS had known about that relationship, it certainly would have opened up a line of questioning. And that's the legal standard. It isn't whether they would have made a different decision, it's whether he cut off a line of discussion. Now, he will say that he didn't know that this was his child. In fact, when he was talking to me, he was saying, I still don't know if this is my child. But the baby mama has come to the mother of this foreign national and said, this is your grandson. I had sex with your son, and now I have this child, and he needs to make this right. So he's at a very precarious stage, and he's got big problems, because let's look at both sides of the scenario. If he goes ahead and lists this child on his N-400, at some point USCIS is going to interview him, and they're going to say, what the heck? How did you have a child at the time that you were supposedly in love with this U.S. citizen and coming to get your immigrant visa? If he doesn't list the child, of course, that's immigration fraud. And what he's trying to do is walk a very fine line. He's trying to not find out for sure that that's his child. But I think, and the advice I gave him was, I think we need to know exactly what's going on. So the first thing is to establish whether or not you are indeed the father, as Maury Povich would say. He is listed as the child's father on the birth certificate, so I think that goes a long way. And I would assume that if the baby mama went to the grandma and said, "This is your grandson," that most likely she's pretty confident that this is the child, and I have no reason to believe that she was sleeping with other people. So if she says this is the guy, I think we have to assume that it's at least arguable that he's the guy. And so before he applies for any immigration benefits, I think he needs to nail down whether this is his child. And I also think he needs to talk to his wife, Mary, about the situation and make sure that she understands what's going on. So it's a huge mess. As you can imagine, it's a huge mess. He doesn't really want to deal with it. He doesn't really want to handle it. But from an immigration standpoint, the fact that he had this child overseas with a woman who was not his wife at the time that he was petitioning to come to the United States as the spouse of a U.S. citizen is a big, big problem, as you can imagine. So I asked him to keep me informed and let me know what happens, but it's a big old mess, and I think he's going to have real problems in the future from an immigration standpoint. It's sort of a damned if you do, damned if you don't. Of course, if he doesn't list a child, we could never be involved in that because that's immigration fraud. And we also couldn't allow him to apply for naturalization and not list a child. That would be a crime. And if he did do that, and then sometimes people say, well, after I get my citizenship, then I'll apply for him. Well, then all of a sudden you are providing them very clear evidence that you lied during the naturalization process, and most likely that child is going to never come to the United States, and more likely is the fact that you're going to lose your green card. Not only you're not going to become a citizen, you're going to lose your green card because there's an argument to be made that you never should have gotten it in the first place. So that's what's going on with this. So the fact of the matter is you need to be very careful when you're coming on an immigrant visa. Obviously, you don't want to be having affairs or fathering children with women that you're not married to. It's a big, big problem. I don't need to moralize or chastise anybody on that, but from an immigration standpoint, it's a big, big problem. If you're looking for help with your marriage-based green card case or bringing your spouse to the United States and you'd like to hire our firm, give us a call, 314-961-8200. Email us, info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com. If you're just looking for free resources, we have a ton of them. So you can join our Facebook group. We have 15,000 people in there. It's called Immigrant Home. Just search for that. Ask to be admitted and you'll be allowed in. Join us on our YouTube channel. You can subscribe to that. And you can sign up for alerts so that whenever we make a new video like this one, you'll get alerted to that. If you want to join our Immigration Answers live show, that's a show that I do 3 or 4 times a week. It's for free. People can come and ask me any kind of immigration question that they want. It's called the Immigration Answers Show. I go live, like I said, on YouTube and on Facebook and on Twitter and LinkedIn. You can ask me questions there. And then finally, if you like TikTok and you're on TikTok, you can follow us there at Immigration Hacking. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.
All righty. Interesting, wouldn't you say? So now, here is a gentleman married to a U.S. citizen. He has a child with someone else during marriage. He's going to be applying for his citizenship, and he is wondering if he should declare the child. He also says that he's not even sure if it's his child, because I guess he didn't do a DNA, but the mother went to his mom and saying it's his child. We would love to hear the end result of this, wouldn't we? Because we do know that there are fathers who are petitioning for their children, and when it comes time for the paternity test to be done, all hell breaks loose. But hey, as Ryan says, he should get the DNA going. I don't think he should be busy trying to wrap his head around petitioning for the child, not knowing if the child is really his. So he should really get into that. There are so many different areas in immigration. It's a very complicated process. And if you navigate it right, then you're successful. If not, because these people, I always say, these people make their determination on evidence. evidence. So that's a wrap for Community and Immigration Update this afternoon. Welcome. It is now 5:42 p.m. and I want to do one of those quick drop-ins this afternoon because over the weekend, several people graduated. Children, whether it's from kindergarten, primary, preparatory, high school, college, community colleges, just everywhere you can imagine. People were being acknowledged for their hard work. And therefore, this afternoon, I just want to drop in a few, that we are that we know of, and just to say congrats to them because it ain't no easy work. So meet my little Khalil. So Khalil, he was our ring bearer at our wedding. Preschool, he graduated, and he's a sweetie. So we want to say hey to Khalil, and thanks for Everall sending over the photographs so we can do a show of both family and friends. And recently we asked our audience to send us photographs of, their family members who were graduating. So that's one, their little Khalil doing his thing. And also, oh, my apologies. Remind me of his name. Oh, no, that's not Khalil. That's Evel's good friend, Barbara's grandson. See, I need to get my facts together, so I do apologize for that. Please remind me of his name. Okay. Imari. That's Imari. Okay, so that's Imari. So also, here is another one. This is our friend Owen with his grandson. Smart. I love the colors, wouldn't you say? Graduation brings such pride, I tell you. It's a proud moment. I'm getting my grammar together. It's a proud moment for the graduate, for family and friends and community. Because when people are graduating, that tells you that, things are moving in a community. People are doing well. So we want to say, here is another one as well with Owen. They're showing off there, I tell you. So yes, great things are happening for a lot of people. And here is, of course, the star of the show. We need to introduce you to Randall Rock. So this is my sissy Jens and Evals and Carbet and Mike's nephew. He went to CUNY, School of Professional Studies, and he got his bachelor's, and it was a really nice affair. Yes, man, he did his thing, and it was awesome. And we went out to eat afterwards and had such fun at it. So we want to congratulate everyone who had graduation over these past weeks, and we wish you nothing but the best. Recently, we did a feature about the importance of education and, how it takes you into greater earning power, a professional space, a recognized space. It builds your integrity, your personal development, everything like that. We know not everybody are capable of, doing the arts or the sciences, but someone has to do the technical work using your hands, and you also have to use your brain. So in every area of study, we commend everyone. So just wanted to, really acknowledge everyone who, I know Gloria had called in talking about, I think it was her grandson, and she was beaming with such pride. I thought she was going to burst in tears because, I'm sure it has been a long road for many people. So, congrats. Would you join me in saying congratulations to all our graduates who have done an exceptionally good job? It's 5:47, and we're going to get into a quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back because a big boat ride coming up, man.
Soon in that.
Okay. A boat ride is coming up, and we want you there. It's for a worthy cause, and I know you don't want to miss it because I was there last year, and I don't want to have to come back and say, oh, we had a fantastic boat ride, so sorry you weren't there. I don't want to use that language this trip. I really don't. So stay with me. We'll be right back.
This summer, set sail for a purpose. Join Eagles Community Outreach Inc. for the second annual Ghana Missions Boat Ride. Sunday, June 22nd at 6 p.m. We're boarding aboard the Skyline Princess at One World's Fair Marina, Flushing, New York. And this isn't just a boat ride. It's a night of mission, music, and meaning. Enjoy live performances from dynamic guest artists Janet Lewis, Jocelyn Foster, and Dwight Schroeder, plus music by DJ Apache to keep the energy flowing all night. Come dressed in your finest African attire and celebrate culture, faith, and purpose. All aboard the Skyline Princess. The cost is $125. Scan the QR code to buy your tickets. It's hosted by Bishop Julian and Reverend Dr. Ingrid Stevenson. Call 914-620-5070 for more information or to reserve your ticket. The Ghana Missions Boat Ride. Praise, purpose, power. Set sail aboard the Skyline Princess and help build a vocational training school and church for the youth of Adase. Together we're creating opportunity, empowerment, and hope for generations to come. Be a part of the journey. Don't miss it.
Welcome back. It is Center Stage here on Voices with Lady D. Your voice has power. Chucks. Yep. And we're doing great things. So hello and welcome. Our telephone number is 914-268-6148 or 876-219-3474. That's 876-219-3474. This is Linkage Radio. I love to say it's your budding and buzzing station. 24/7, 365 days for the year. We're still here. Did I announce on Thursday? Yes, I did. That this coming Thursday, we're just going to have a nice flow. Just saying, hey, on June 5, 2008, formerly Inside the Zone came live on air. And June 5, 2025, we are going to just say, God is good and bless up and bless up. Most of you will be getting an email and text message coming out later this evening. And so please look out for it. Okay, please look out for it. So welcome to the show. And it's 5:51. So let's get into healthy lifestyle this evening. In healthy lifestyle, the healing power of love. How connection and compassion transform our lives. How does that work? And in this segment, I'll share about a lady I recall. We never met. I interviewed her, who had shared something about what was going on with her. And I think this is a typical example of what happens while love is important, when you're going through, whether it's a medical condition or something is happening with you. It all comes together in how you connect with compassion and how it can transform your life. So that's what we're going to be getting into right now. So if you are just joining me, hello and welcome. And here we go. This is what I'm looking for. And it's just a very short, let me see, short clip that I'm going to be sharing with you. Okay. A short clip I'm sharing with you this evening. And then we'll just, have quick convo, as we like to say. Yes, have a little quick convo. Come back here to me. Okay. Yes, so we're going to have a quick convo on this matter here. So what time is it? It is now 5:53 p.m. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel and let someone know that the show is live. And it promises to be great because it's going well so far. So welcome, everybody. Let's get the segment going. Yes, I'm producer in studio all by my lonesome. So things are going on. So good evening and welcome. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Do not do that. Okay, so let's go.
And Miracles by Dr. Bernie Siegel, a groundbreaking look at how love, mindset, and emotional connection influence healing and recovery. Here's your 1-minute summary. The mind and body are deeply connected. Emotions like hope, purpose, and love can boost immunity and aid healing. Be an exceptional patient. Take charge of your care, ask questions, and fully engage in your own healing journey. Self-love matters. Patients who treat themselves with compassion tend to heal better than those filled with guilt or self-rejection. Visualization and belief shift biology. The brain responds to imagery and positive expectation. What you believe influences how you heal. Love is the most powerful medicine. When people feel deeply loved by themselves or others, they heal faster and live more fully. Your mindset can be part of your medicine. What belief or behavior can you shift today to support your healing or growth? As you think about that, as always, consider checking out the notes for even more wisdom in less time in the Heroic app. Today's book, Love.
Okay, what say you? 914-268-6148. Do you agree that love matters? It helps with your healing. It helps to form your mindset. What say you? It's healthy lifestyle. And as you know, when we're doing healthy lifestyle, it's all about bringing awareness, whether it's in your mental health, your lifestyle choices, whether it's in your nutrition, socialization, just about everything. So give me a call. Let's start talking. What do you think? Because I do have my notes, but I'd love to hear from you. I don't want to just be presenting and not getting a chance to speak with you. So please give me a call, 914-268-6148 or 876-219-3474. And just to reiterate, in the event you missed some of what he was mentioning a while ago, or what he mentioned a while ago, but let me do it for you. So if I were to do the introduction, I would say love isn't just an emotion. It's a force that shapes our health, happiness, and relationships. And so we're exploring the different types of love, from romantic passion to deep friendships and self-love, discover how love can heal, inspire, and even transform our lives. So, what do you think? If you are going through, let's say you're diagnosed with diabetes, you're a diabetic, if I may use that one, right? Say somebody's diagnosed with diabetes, and it has weighed them down. They're so distressed and distraught. If people start embracing you and encouraging you and expressing how much they love you and they're there for you to support you, you'd be surprised how you start to focus less on the condition and more on, yes, I have hope. I'm going to get better. And who knows, you may go back for your follow-up and they say, oh my God, Mary, what have you been doing? And you get a positive outcome because the numbers have shifted and you're like, I need to hold on to this. I need to hold on to this. What do you say? So I'd like to speak with my caller who is on the line. Good evening.
Good afternoon, Lady Gomez Green, and good afternoon to you and your listeners.
Well, hello there, Al. I'm not giving out the scoop, but I overheard you mentioning a particular number that you'll be celebrating for your birthday. I'm like, what?
Yes, it's true.
It's true.
Yes, in 2 weeks I will be 70 years old.
What? I'm like, Alrich.
Starting a new decade.
I tell you, it's so good to hear you. So we can't wait to celebrate with you.
But I love your topic this evening because, you know, love, the word LOV, I gave it an acronym years ago, you know, which is living on valued energy. And unfortunately, we usually, self-love is so important that, I don't know, sometimes we tend to put it as the lower grade of where we don't pay attention to it. And self-love is the key. And as that clip that you played mentioning, because self-love is going to equal to how you're going to feel, the thoughts you're going to choose, and so forth. So by taking care of ourselves, we're initiating self-love. But too often we feel that the external forces around us is what's making us think how we think, feel how we feel, and as a result, stress. We stressed ourselves with a lot of things that's out of our control, and as a result, it give us ailments. So if we start to, each day look in the mirror and said, I love me, and create affirmation.
Yes.
Create affirmation to that when you wake up and you start your day with great affirmation about, self-love. I'm not talking about masturbation, but I'm not ruling it out either.
I hear you. Okay.
But the point, my point is, is that, we don't pay attention to our inner self enough, which gonna, at the end of the day, based on where we are internally, is the output we're gonna be putting out.
That is true.
And how our body, as the clip says, respond to those, what we're feeling inside. And the thoughts that we choose are very important. So choose positive thoughts, folks. Practice. It can happen. Thank you. Lady D, and all the best to you and the family.
Blessings, Al. Thank you. Alrighty, 914-268-6148. What say you? Loving all of this healing and just being mentally set and focused and calm and peaceful, even if you have to take medication. But the focus is not really on what's going on with you. You're saying, I'm going through it, and you have people to support. Al just alluded to self-love. There are a lot of people who are not loving themselves, and they look at themselves physically. It's like I say, I wonder every time I go in the mirror, I do like this, pinching the tip of my nose here by my nostril and saying, I wonder what it would look like if it were a little straighter. Then I'm like, I don't think so. The Lord gave me what He chose for me, and this is it. Don't stress about nose daddies. Alrighty, let me go to the phone line. Good evening. Welcome to Healthy Lifestyle. How are you?
Good evening. This is Marie. I want to take you off.
This is?
I want to take you off. This is Marie.
Hey, Marie. Howdy.
Hi. I just want to say something regarding love.
Yes.
I have a patient that I had in the hospital for a few days, maybe about, she was there for 7 days. And the more she was there, is the more flowers she got.
Oh.
And every day I went in her room, I spoke about the love that I could see coming from just the flowers and the get well wishes for her. And they were from family, and it was from friends, and I spoke with her about love. I said, the love that I see you getting, I bet you give as much love, because that's what brings some of it back. You give it and you get it. And we had every day I went into her room, there was a different set of flowers from a different set of people. Some beautiful flowers.
Wow.
And today was the last day that she was there. And I had that conversation at length. So I so agree with you about love. It's important in healing. It's important, as Al said, in that we love ourselves, because we have to love ourselves first before we can even give love. But it's an important process in healing from many different things, mental health, many different things. It's important. Physical health is important. So I so thank you and agree with you regarding that topic, regarding love this afternoon.
Great, Marie. Good to hear you. I missed you yesterday.
I was somewhere else.
That's fine. No problem. All right. Take it easy.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay. 914-268-6148. We're in Healthy Lifestyle. And what are we talking about? The many faces of love. How different forms of love shape our well-being and relationships. Would you like to call and let me hear you? Who is loving you? What you're going through? Something. Marie said, a patient of hers is in the hospital. I wonder sometimes, I have had to go to the hospital to visit people, and sometimes you're passing and you wonder, when you look at them, you say, I wonder if anybody came today. Like, I have found myself praying, and when I'm praying, I pray for every room in a hospital, because each patient comes in with something different. So you pray and you're saying, Lord, cover that person, whatever their ailment is. Cover the doctors who have to speak to them, the nurses who have to tend to them, those who have to serve them their meals. Just somebody to express, not only because they're in your care, but to just speak a soft word to them, because there's sometimes people going there with some stuff that is only the support of people and that peace from God that can carry them through. So, the self-love, the love that people share, it's so, so, so important. Who wants to, share something that or what do you think about this? Because you have exceptional patience and miracles, may I add. Now, in the clip I played, he was referencing to, of course, a gentleman by the name of, what's his first name? But his last name is Siegel. And he coined the term exceptional patient, referring to individuals who defy medical odds through resilience and active participation in their healing. These patients tend to question their prognosis, seek alternative therapies, and refuse to see their illness as a death sentence, which is so important. And also, what psychological traits do these exceptional patients possess, and can they be cultivated in others? And that's a question. You may encourage somebody and then they say, oh, but that person. And you say, so why you can't try too? But sometimes people are not in that mind frame. You know what I mean? It's 7 minutes after 6 o'clock. I got a note here. Co-producer says, love makes us love the unlovable, so they too can experience love. Absolutely. So let's see who has something to say. It's Healthy Lifestyle, the many faces of love, how different forms of love shape our well-being and relationships. What do you have to say?
Pleasant good evening to you, Lady D. Go as green.
I tell you, Pat J, Medea, Medea.
All right. From the standpoint of you, I heard you had a fantastic weekend.
Yes. And I couldn't remember what to do Saturday. I'm like, oh no, me a
That's
search
because
for that.
that's too much. You did too much. That's what it is.
Right. Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yes, I just want to add to, is it Al and the previous caller about
Marie.
love.
Mm-hmm.
Marie,
Mm-hmm.
sorry.
Yes.
Marie, she really said a mouthful, but from my standpoint of view, love conquers a whole multitude of things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's so easy to express the word love as the opposite of love. Now, being in the medical field, I remember being in the hospital and also in the nursing home and on the psychiatric wing. You know, yes, we have patients who, you know, are from different backgrounds, but the hospital is a place where sick people come to get well.
Yes.
Well, people are not in the hospital.
True.
The hospital caters to people who are sick and they have a myriad of issues and challenges. But when you exercise the word love, you know, love is an action word. You can tell someone you love them, but they can tell that you don't mean it from your attitude, the way you exhibit yourself. But when you show love, you could just give someone a back rub and says, you know, I know you're hurting, you're in pain, but I just want to make you feel a little better. You know what that does for a patient?
Yes.
You know what that does for an individual? Yes. And so if we love ourselves, we will be able to transmit that love to someone else. If you don't love yourself first, you can't forget it. I have seen colleagues who have come to work and they are so miserable. Lady D, they are terrible. And they treat the patients so bad. Now, the patients, they are unable to do certain things for themselves, especially, you know, the seniors in the nursing home. And they are looking forward to us to alleviate some of the stress that they have to go through. They're not there for us to add more stress to them. So when we express that love and demonstrate it in a positive way, you could just go outside and pick a flower and bring to that elderly individual and say, I care about you today. And that really helps with the healing process, because if when you're convalescing and you're just laying there in despair and despondent, and no one cares about you, you just wither away. You're just waiting for death to come. We have seen patients who we know they were in end stage, you know, of dying, and just the care that was given to them and how we express ourselves to them. We care about you. We want you to live. You have to fight. Don't give up. You have to live. And these patients, they come around. So it's very important for us to give that unconditional love. Some people give love because they want to get reciprocate. They want to get something in return. But when you give from your heart, yes, and not expecting in return, it makes you feel good. Well, I know I feel good when I'm able to give love, you know, and not expect something in return.
Right.
I know my Heavenly Father up above will give me the gifts that I so desire. But it's very, very important that love works with healing. It goes a long way to help somebody, pull them from out of despair, pull them from the bottom of the pit and bring them back up to the level of which they ought to be.
Awesome.
So,
yes, thank you,
those
Pat.
are my words.
Your 2 cents.
Okay. My two cents. Okay, Lady
Okay.
D.
Blessings,
Wonderful
Pat.
topic. Wonderful
Yes.
topic. I love. Okay,
Great,
then. All
great.
right. Bye bye
Thank you.
now.
Okay, that's Pat. Yes, that's Pat's 2 cents. Good evening, everyone. It is Center Stage, the platform where voice. No, says not. Forgive me. I am just in. So it is the Monday Drive. Keep apologies. Please accept. It is the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. And you're on Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. We are in our healthy lifestyle segment, and the topic, the many faces of love, how different forms of love shape our well-being and relationships. Did I see Dr. J somewhere over there? Was it Dr. J that I saw? I believe so. See Dr. J, she is dropping in her comment from some distance away, and we continue to do a little play hating round here. I don't know. Hello, what is going on with this thing? Yes, so I'd like to say good evening and welcome to everyone tuning in. I don't know where I went just now, but something happened here. So good evening to you. Okay. Yes, so good evening and welcome. I just wanted to get to the okay, here we go. Ryan. Okay, so let me hop on over quickly to the YouTube chat and see what's going on. My sissy Jen says, love and compassion is needed all the time, not only when we're going through medical conditions or struggling, but we should make an effort all the time. I agree with you, Jenny. Good evening. What a fabulous time we had Friday, Jen. And speaking of Friday, so I don't know what happened. I just went blank for what happened on Saturday, but on Saturday evening, we celebrated a group of us. We call ourselves the crew. So we celebrated a friend of ours, Caroline's birthday. Her birthday was on May 27th, so we were able to celebrate on Saturday at the Crave, and we had such Crave in New Rochelle, so we had a nice time. So big shout out to Caroline, and today also a couple who is also a member of the crew is celebrating their wedding anniversary today. Everything is just popping in now. I guess I just woke up. Yes, everything is popping in. So Mark and Arlene, they're celebrating their 7th wedding anniversary today. So happy anniversary. I sent out the blast this morning in our crew and in our church group, and so everybody's wishing everyone well. So life continues. Hey, things going on for everybody. Also, so Marie, howdy, you shared your update for us in the segment. And Jen says, unless we love ourselves, we will never be able to love others. With all this said, I love you all, family, friends, followers, everyone, and those passing through. And she's speaking specifically about the platform this evening. So thank you, Jen. You know what, Ryan? So Eval says, the beauty about love that heals, even if the recipient doesn't appreciate it, you benefit anyway, and God is pleased and commends us to love even your enemies. That is true. So we're wrapping up this feature in a few minutes, but if you have a comment to make, please make it now. I'm taking a quick commercial break, all courtesy of my sponsor, Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant. They're located at 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx.
Cooler Runnings Restaurant would like to introduce you to our brand new vegetarian grill and juice bar called Cooler Runnings Vegetarian Grill, located at 1785 Nerid Avenue at the corner of Nerid and Wickham Avenues in the Bronx, across from the original Cooler Runnings Restaurant. We're open Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. and on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. We specialize in the best authentic vegetarian dishes, which contain no animal byproducts. Our menu includes Ito stew, tofu, veggie chunks, and our exclusive in-house vegetarian patties. For our full menu, you can visit our website at crvgbronx.com, or you can give us a call at 929-265-3392. We are also available on Uber Eats for your convenience. Stop by, and remember, at Cooler Runnings Vegetarian Grill, customer service is our #1 priority.
This summer, set sail for a purpose. Join Eagles Wing Community Outreach Inc. for the second annual Ghana Missions Boat Ride, Sunday, June 22nd at 6 p.m. We're boarding aboard the Skyline Princess at One World Fair Marina, Flushing, New York. And this isn't just a boat ride. It's a night of mission, music, and meeting. Enjoy live performances from dynamic guest artists Janet Lewis, Jocelyn Foster, and Dwight Schroeder, plus music by DJ Apache to keep the energy flowing all night. Come dressed in your finest African attire and celebrate culture, faith, and purpose. All aboard the Skyline Princess. The cost is $125. Scan the QR code to buy your tickets. It's hosted by Bishop Julian and Reverend Dr. Ingrid Stevenson. Call 914-620-5070 for more information or to reserve your ticket. The Ghana Missions Boat Ride. Praise, purpose, power. Set sail aboard the Skyline Princess and help build a vocational training school and church for the youth of Adase. Together we're creating opportunity, empowerment, and hope for generations to come. Be a part of the journey. Don't miss it.
Hope to see you there. It was great last year. We had a nice time, and they went over to Ghana, and they just blessed people, children. They took home many hundreds of book bags, and it's like the book bags were not enough. So please, if you would like to donate, I'll be sharing the telephone number, and you can do so. I know while you're listening to the ad and so on, but I'd like to share the phone number so that you can, call and say, I'd like to donate to the Ghana Mission, which is coming up. So welcome, everyone. It is the Monday Drive. You get it right, Lady D. It's the Monday Drive this evening. Yes, it's a Monday Drive, and we want to say welcome to each and every one of you. Now, I am taking you to some music. And no, I was teased earlier about the music selection, but hey, on this station, we bring you the best in roots, rock, reggae, R&B, disco, gospel, calypso, and a host of other selections aired right here on your budding and buzzing station. So you can all tease me about white people music. Oh, Lordy. But I'm taking you to music now, man. This is what I'm talking about, on a Monday.
She doesn't want me around. She's got something to hide. I think she wants a clown, someone
Barrington Levy, too experienced. I tell you, you can't say you weren't just jiving right now, rocking easy in one space. Those of you who used to go to a lot of parties and dances talk about rent a tile and all that kind of thing. If that's what you were doing right now, well, I did my job. What can I say? It is 6:24 p.m. and coming up in a few minutes will be Voices. In that segment, we'll be talking about Medicaid's crossroads, safety net or stricter gatekeeping, and we'll be telling you what that is. However, I should have, but because of the nature of the content that we shared a while ago in Healthy Lifestyle and how the conversation was flowing, I allowed it. But I'd just like to at least give you two headlines because we should have had Keeping You in the Know at 6. But that passed. So I just want to catch up a little bit because I don't know if you have noticed, I heard them mention on Nationwide 90 FM in Jamaica this morning that crime has gone down in Clarendon and I think in Westmoreland. However, what I do notice is that the abduction of women is a grave concern. Because here it is now that for days, Derek Rogers roamed the streets of Clarendon, knocking on doors, asking strangers, piecing together clues, and refusing to give up on his missing daughter. Yesterday, 5 days after her disappearance, his relentless search ended in heartbreak when he unearthed the body of 20-year-old Derica Rogers, stuffed inside a pit at an unfinished house in Milk River in the parish. Quote, "Me did a hope and pray fi find her alive," end quote, the father told the Star yesterday. Derica, a young print shop worker and the eldest of 4 daughters, had been reported missing on Tuesday, May 27. Her disappearance stunned those closest to her. According to the police, Derica was last seen at her Piper Street, Gravel Hill, Clarendon home around 11 a.m. When she failed to respond to calls, her family's concern deepened. Quote, "Anywhere she dey and you call her, she a go answer. If she no answer you same time, she a go return the call," end quote, her father said. He continued, "When me see say me nah get no response from her, me say no, something wrong," end quote. Like an expert sleuth, Derek said he spared no efforts in trying to find his daughter. Yesterday, acting on tips, he went to a yard in Milk River where he saw 2 septic pits, one of which arose his suspicion. Quote, "When we just find the house, me see 2 manhole, one cover up and the other one just dead," he told the Star. "The one we cover up, it look like it a work pan. From your look pan it, you see say it tamper with," end quote. At that point, he expressed his desire to have it checked, and the owner, who is based overseas, told him through a caretaker that he will have to bear the cost to repair any damage that results from the inspection. Derek agreed. Quote, "As so come people come start help, and when we look, is a body bag. From them take it out and me see the crocus, me know a me daughter. Them start take out everything else. Her bag did in there with her purse, her ID, everything," the distraught father related. He described the heartbreak of realizing she was gone, his first daughter, the eldest among 4 girls. Quote, "I'm me first daughter," he said. "Me daughter no give talking. She always a smile." Rogers recalled the last time he saw his daughter. "Tuesday when she go away, me see her a Maypen, a wait pan a taxi," he said quietly, and his voice broke as he remembered their final conversation on Labor Day. "Me have one juice and she say she want it, and me a joke say she nah get it." The discovery of Derica's remains marks the second time in recent weeks that the search for a missing woman has ended in tragedy. Last month, police revealed that skeletal remains found along a beach in Portmore, St. Catherine, are believed to be those of missing University of Technology student Anissa Dilworth. She had been reported missing on May 7. In another chilling case, the body of 8-year-old Navardo Blackburn was found last week in the trunk of a car. 4 days after he was reported missing, his body was already in an advanced state of decomposition. And so I thought I needed to share this headline because they have been working very hard. The Jamaica Constabulary Force and the Jamaica Defense Force in Jamaica. You and I know that policing, it's impossible to have them everywhere. But as I heard this morning, when the gentleman was talking about the numbers that are going down. And yes, in terms of murders, they are going down. But here you're talking now, and accidents, and but here you're talking about the murder of a young woman. And the last time she was seen waiting on the taxi. There was a time when it wasn't as prevalent. Women weren't being abducted like that. When you heard it, it was alarming, and it happened like once in every. But now, they're leaving their homes, they're going out. If I'm in a taxi, anyway, I'm always seriously, you see me here. If I go in a taxi and I realize I'm the only one who is going to be left in the taxi, it's something I do. I have come out at the mall when I was living in Jamaica. If I calculate that, that's how I am, because I don't live far away from the mall when I lived there. So I would come out and walk over the bridge and go on over to Bridgeview where I live. But I was never comfortable being the last female passenger in a taxi. And sometimes my sister would see me coming and saying, why am I not coming? That's before, life changed. But when I had to take public transportation, seriously, I get off at the mall, walk it over that little bridge, which divides Edgewater and Bridgeview on the opposite side, and walk it over to Bridgeview, go home. Seriously. Because you don't know. So may her soul rest, because for whatever reason, she was murdered this way and dumped in a pit. All her belongings are there. So what? So we just had to share that. May her soul rest. It's horrible. You read it and you don't know if you must read it. It's just terrible. Then you heard about the Boulder attack. It's what time? 6:33? Okay, hurrying up. About the Boulder attack. The man suspected of launching a fire attack yesterday in Boulder, Colorado, on a group calling for the release of Israeli hostages in Gaza. Let me take a quick call. Okay. Good evening to you.
Good evening, madam.
Good. Good evening, Good evening, madam. How
yes.
you do?
I cannot get back on the station. I don't know what is wrong with Siri. Mother.
Oh, hush. But here you are. Talk to me.
Yes, I was Like in you read the news, appear war between the two parties then.
Yes, I was about. To be honest with you, I missed the segment because we were having a discussion and it ran over. So I just read the headline about the young woman that was found in the pit in
Yes,
in Clarendon.
yesterday.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I was talking about.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. And
Hmm.
it's very, I was just saying, extending our condolences and that, we have to just be vigilant and pay attention. It's almost like you can't go anywhere alone.
No, you cannot go.
It's hard.
So nobody don't know how she reached in there. Somebody
No.
kill her and throw her in there.
Yes. Yes, because she was found in a body bag, so she didn't drop in there. And in any case, the owner of the property is overseas. So the father, had to ask permission to remove the cover of the pit, so he'll have to stand the cost for that. But yes. I have another call coming in, and I'm not able to pick up my multiple calls as I'm accustomed to doing. So I can hear the beep going. Yes, Hortense. All right. So I'm gonna have to just love you and leave you because I need to pick up some other phone calls.
All right.
All right, my darling. Thank you so much for your understanding. Alrighty, 914-297-8911, 914-297-8911. You may give me a call back. And I was just about heading into the Colorado matter there. Okay. Somebody wants to call me. So they're going to call me. 914-297-8911. Alrighty, so I'm just going over this quickly. So, as I mentioned, the man suspected of launching a fire attack yesterday in Boulder, Colorado, on a group calling for the release of Israeli hostages in Gaza is in custody. Mohammed Sabri Solomon, 45, was charged with a federal hate crime. Today, despite no one dying, he could also be charged in Colorado with 2 counts of first-degree murder. Pleasant good evening to you.
My queen,
Yes, King, how do you do?
I'm doing. Please, you probably need to go sleep because if you can't remember about what you do Saturday.
I know.
But let's move on.
Not a problem.
But queen, what I can't understand, 21-year-old, did you see the part of the news because the people said they love her fly out on Saturday? That is she was supposed to be with when she said she even sent a voice note. But then Mr. Queen, 21-year-old, 21-year-old. Well, me probably all like a Methuselah. But in my day, probably because me born in the 70s, but when you see what the choices where the young people them make when they come into this relationship, it makes you cringe. Simple means this your father never in the whole picture.
Well, I guess not.
Because she
So
said
I picked up this headline I picked up today. So, of course, based on what I read, it's now disclosing that they found her body. They did not take us back to, any previous.
Missing from Tuesday of last week, so it must be Tuesday of last week.
The 27th of May.
Right. But the way they found the pit is where the lover also lives. So a friend, because I was watching a live clip where a friend was saying, oh, and God's earth, they search river, they search everywhere around there, but they never search the yard itself. And them not understand how they miss the yard.
So you're telling me.
Call and left the voice note.
Okay, so let's back up. So you're telling me that because based on how this news item is worded, it only mentions that the owner is overseas. it doesn't elaborate to say, well, this is the person in question.
I'm telling you, man, it is so sad that these young people, they have two set of personality they walk with. One for the street and one for their yard. And at the part, they shock family member, it a shock neighbor, and it a shock friends in the street at the same time. Because it's good for the daddy to say it's this precious thing. But precious have another side.
So
Because
Ryan,
Precious was dealing with a demon. Yeah.
so I am going back to the origin of the story. Are we to are we to believe that the person mentioned in this headline that I just read is the person in question who owns the property, who is overseas? Because that's what it said.
No, the boyfriend. She left to go with the boyfriend because she I think she called the mother. Someone called her and she left a voice note for the mother where she was going.
Mm-hmm.
So they knew where she was going.
Okay.
When she didn't come back, everybody went on a hunt and a search.
Mm-hmm.
What the friend was saying, this is the yard where the lover live.
Mm-hmm.
The lover flied out on Saturday.
Oh.
How they missed the pit in the yard. They searched everywhere.
Oh. Okay.
So nobody, the lover fly out.
Mm-hmm.
So now them left with the bag. But as I said again, this could not have been a loving relationship. If is the lover. If is the lover.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying that, not accuse anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And this is it. This is the sad thing with these kids. This is now you left your family and your friend them in a one damn panda because somehow you weren't being honest with your daddy who loved you so much. And this is the part that gets me mad with these young people. They don't seem to understand. You are trying to hide the lover or whosoever not date, but you don't understand at the end of the journey. And the parents left with the bag. And that's why parents need to make some real harsh decisions with these kids because daddy love her so much and she's a precious. And even the friend was talking about her, says she's the sweetest thing. But how she end up in such a disastrous, nobody deserves to be killed and bagged up and thrown in an toilet pit. Simply means these young people are keeping some company with demons. And that's why most of the time, the demon spirit have them to believe, me no want mommy no, me no want daddy no.
So
and they don't understand these things.
So she went missing from the 27th, which would have been Tuesday, and you're saying
right.
They found her when is this now? Yesterday?
Sunday.
Yesterday.
Right.
Yesterday.
And the lover fly out Saturday, them say.
But you know they can find him and pull him right back here in the event.
Sure.
So
I'm just telling you, parents, question your kids because you go have to take them up for a more pit and gully. And some of these parents, they oh, me no want digging at their life, and me no want digging at their business, digging at their life and digging at their business, because you got to dig it grave. So start dig. Because it's sooner you find out the spot where they go dig it grave, the better for you. And I realize parents of this age, everything is normal. 21-year-old, 21. This poor bright young with a bright future should have they study something somewhere instead of I don't know what I just can't understand it, Queen. I just can't understand it. What everybody thinks we need this relationship. We don't have nothing, we don't have nothing. And we need a girlfriend and we need a boyfriend. And we don't have nothing. We don't say, boy, let me get a career, let me get a house, let me get some over my head, let me get something start on a level pathway. Then we move on to the next plan.
But usually when you get when people get involved and start dabbling into stuff, none of that is present in your mind. No plan, no nothing. Even if you are aspiring to do something in life, I'm telling you. So that is why a lot of people get caught that way. It is very, very sad that we have to read another headline like this. And no matter how many times young people, old people, let's not use the word old, people who are maturing,
Seniors.
hear these headlines, even if they're in a similar situation, they're not thinking that person will hurt me. That might happen to me. They're not thinking that. So I thank you for bringing some clarity to it.
But my thing is, no lover. You're going to tell me that you have a lover who just get up overnight, go crazy, hit you over the head, never see a sign, never act out, never talk loud to you, never act you jealous of, and just you go to look for the lover till, and the lover just went ballistic, crazy. Lick you over the head, and the next thing you know, you're in a one bag or in a one pit. A lot of us, we see sign.
Yes.
We see sign. But then we have this thing accountable. He loves me, I'm a lover or whatever. Nonsense. And that's what I tell people, say, as old as me be, me not have no secret of me to keep to myself. I know I have one close friend, one family member where me can't say it to. No, me not in that queen, me not in that to the age. Me not in no secret of me the old from my friends and my family member. Me not have no secret at all.
Yeah.
Me may not tell my bank account. But when it comes to these things, the people that go, as Bishop always say, make sure so where you go at night or who you go walk with, make sure somebody you can walk with that day and night.
Right. Absolutely right. Oh God, it's sad. It is very unfortunate.
Parents, questioning the young people them. Digging at them business, they're living on the house, digging at them business, and if uno got a response to them when they drop down dead, digging at them business because uno they go ball and carry on, or they wear nice and good and sweet and this. When uno never do due diligence. Question them who you talk to, where they come from, where they live, who are their parents.
That is
because we're in a rat in a mice.
Yeah.
And sometimes the big rat them dead gone and the mice them left behind. And the mice them get to know picking them.
You remember?
Am I too said that, you know? Go ahead.
Maybe you double up and gone to 200. You said Pat's 5 cents is really worth 100. So, but you remember recently on Saturday morning we did the show Who is in Your House?
Okay. Okay.
Remember Who is in Your House? Thank you,
when
King.
you see them come up, ask them. All right, me queen, you stay sweet now.
I try my best.
Okay, Pat, I'm ready for the foot rub or the back rub.
All right. Okay. Oh my God! But thank you, King, for calling in. But it's really very serious. It's serious matter. So now, our Jamaican politics, as politics dictates and are similar across the world, here we have our two parties elect. Let's see who this is. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Lady Vigo, man.
Hello there, Glovia.
Yes. Ryan is speaking so much of the truth that if something bothers me about that very much. But when the children are older, sometimes you really leave them alone. Because the first thing they're going to say, you're meddling in their life.
Right.
And you don't want to be somebody who is meddling in their life. I was just listening to him there, and what he said, it hit me. It really hit me. Anyway, good evening to your listeners. Sister Pat, I heard you. And Lady B, yesterday was my big day.
Yesterday was birthday?
Yes,
Well,
I
you know,
I had
pause.
a little thing here bothering me, and I was just gonna listen.
Bothering
I'm
you.
listening. I heard from the time you started,
Mm-hmm.
so I was just gonna keep quiet and listen. But King Ryan pulled me out.
Well, that's good. But you said something is bothering you. So remember, we were talking.
Um, I'm not going to say it on the
No,
air,
man. No, no,
but
no. No, I'm not. I'm not expecting you to do that. But I am gonna say
yes,
to you that no, whatever it is,
yes,
breathe, think positive.
yeah. I have friends who I talk to, and
Yes,
Sister Pat
ma'am.
is one
It
of
will
them.
pass. Right.
I communicate with her. I'm not going to keep it by myself. So,
Yes. So I'm
you
hoping that
know,
whatever it is, you will get
yeah, man.
past it.
She knows. She
Wonderful.
knows. She don't know this one yet, but I talk to her.
Okay. You
I
have
talk to her.
someone.
She's my good counselor,
Yes.
friend, and everything.
Very nice. So can I
And
sing?
thank you
Can
very
I
much.
can I sing for you?
Yes.
Since I missed the birthday we all did. So let me sing. After three.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, or Gloria. Happy birthday to you. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless you, Gloria. Happy birthday to you. We love you, Gloria. Thank you for your support.
Thank you very much.
And may the Lord bless and
Thanks a
keep you.
million.
Amen. So
And
cover
you and
you.
hubby have a good evening.
And
Thank you.
hubby says
Love,
to
love,
tell
love.
hubby says to tell you he loves you.
At least I'm laughing
That's
now.
that's
All right.
right.
Thanks, Lady B.
Blessings.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Alrighty, that's Gloria. Hey, we're having all kind of things going on this evening. Birthday, this and that. But you know, yes, we encourage one another because in these times we need to be encouraged. And we need to encourage somebody. We just can't sit on the sidelines and, you know, stop by the woe is me department or bus stop, but you have to keep moving and seeking. So it's so good that, you know, in our family here, one can be calling the other one. So thank you, Pat, for being in her corner. Blessings. Hello, sir.
Yes. Me again, Queen, and my 2 cents pertaining to that man in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Saturday I was here, Saturday night, I was watching a border and protection of how ICE came about and what ICE is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go again with another person who nobody see, was not on the radar, another illegal, catching another set of American citizens on fire. And here we go when we hear about people being deported and ICE come on and herd them up like cow, and we say, Papa, they do this and Papa, they do that. My thing, you know, I'm say it across the board. Many may like it, many don't. Herd them up like cow. Because every time I hear that somebody's been burned or somebody's been, I have a living mother here. Mm-hmm. My mother is still alive. And I tell you, if I would sit down here and hear that someone attacked my mother in the most brutal form, only to find out it's an illegal. Mm-hmm. Now tell me, what should I say pertaining to this illegal immigrant? Whether I'm from my country or any country at all, because if it's my country, that would double triple worse.
Yes.
Yeah. And as ICE was saying on the documentary, and I wish everybody would watch these documentaries, when a lot of these illegals come in the country and come across the border and run to these sanctuary city, and these sanctuary city can't take them in and hid them from them. But then when they turn on the people of these sanctuary city, then the same people come calling out to authority. Mm-hmm. And the man was like, What if we should say we don't care? The man said half the time when you see we allowed into these places to take these people, is somebody in there they turn on and in turn call. In the sanctuary city, he said sometimes even the very people who are calling us are scared.
It's a
that we may
complex.
give
It's a very complex situation. It is a complex situation, and in so doing, the perpetrators, you know, give them the autonomy to push even harder. So the fact that this has happened, and I hear you, and you're right, the fact that this has happened pushes the system even more to dig out people from every nook and cranny. What that does is that other people also get caught up in it who are here. You know, they're here, they're living decent lives and not getting in nobody's way, but they too get caught up in it. So, you know, every day we watch the news and we are saying, what next? I saw this yesterday evening and I'm like, oh my God, up to age 70. People who, you know, just need to just ride out them life pretty much.
One of the 80-year-old one was an Holocaust survivor. And can you just think about what goes through this individual when this fire was on this individual? You take this person, how many decades of their life back to the very place that they escaped from?
Because they had a lot to recover
you know, this
from.
person going to be at home traumatized forever. Because this is relive of the situation twice. Man, to me, they need to dig some pit somewhere.
All right.
Okay, my queen.
With that song. Yes, thank you. All righty, we're wrapping up now, ladies and gentlemen. You know, this show has a mind of its own. But we'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to Voices this afternoon, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. And we want to say thanks, you know, because... Did I say voices? To the Monday Drive. Well, we thank you for tuning in to the segment Voices, but the show is the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside right here on Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. And so on Thursday, don't forget to bring everybody with you, because we're just going to celebrate, you know, just have something nice, just simply nice, just to say thank God the platform is in existence since 2008, June 5, and we'll be celebrating, what's that, 17 years? And believe it or not, you've been hearing my voice for the last 17 years. So we want to give thanks for that, and, you know, there are things that we want to do and so on. So things are in the pipeline, and we need your support as well to come along with us and help us in some of the things that we want to do and what we need. So I'm looking forward for every single person. Some of you have not spoken to for a very long time, but you are listening on the apps, and I could even call your names. I could go back in the deep recesses of my mind and pull out some names that I recall over the years that have called this station, called this show. So I'm looking forward for that. And I want to thank Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant for, you know, sponsoring the show and being such great support to me over the years. I appreciate it. Thanks to, of course, Julia and to Chris for airing the show on their broadcast. We appreciate that. And, you know, thanks to co-producer, thanks to King. There are just some acknowledgments that will be made. And, hey, the show has blessed a lot of people. It has done stuff for many. Yeah, some of them may not have come back to say anything, but we have done our part. So it's all about community, and we thank you. So I'd like to say it's been a good run this evening, and looking forward to year 17 when we come back on Thursday for Center Stage. So blessings, everyone. Thank you so much. I wonder who is sitting under the coconut tree this evening in Duncan's in Trelawney. I wonder. Or in Stewart Castle. Julia, thank you. Blessings, everybody. Bishop Isaacs comes up next, and he'll take you through the word and some uplifting gospel songs and more. Well, as we would say, me a con go up, guan up, galang up, go down, go round, guan in, go down, so, guan round. I'm going to head home now in a nutshell. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. A lot of blessings to you. Do you know where your children are? A lot of love. I'm out of here.
Cooler Runnings Restaurant would like to introduce you to our brand new vegetarian grill and juice bar called Cooler Runnings Vegetarian Grill, located at 1785 Nerid Avenue at the corner of Nerid and Wickham Avenues in the Bronx, across from the original Cooler Runnings Restaurant. We're open Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. and on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. We specialize in the best authentic vegetarian dishes, which contain no animal byproducts. Our menu includes idol stew, tofu, veggie chunks, and our exclusive in-house vegetarian patties. For our full menu, you can visit our website at crvgbronx.com, or you can give us a call at 929-265-3392. We are also available on Uber Eats for your convenience. Stop by, and remember, at Cooler Runnings Vegetarian Grill, customer service is our #1 priority.
This summer, set sail for a purpose. Join Eagles Wing Community Outreach Inc. for the 2nd annual Ghana Missions Boat Ride, Sunday, June 22nd at 6 p.m. We're boarding aboard the Skyline Princess at One World's Fair Marina, Flushing, New York. And this isn't just a boat ride. It's a night of mission, music, and meaning. Enjoy live performances from dynamic guest artists Janet Lewis, Jocelyn Foster, and Dwight Schroeder, plus music by DJ Apache to keep the energy flowing all night. Come dressed in your finest African attire and celebrate culture, faith, and purpose. All aboard the Skyline Princess. The cost is $125. Scan the QR code to buy your ticket. It's hosted by Bishop Julian and Reverend Dr. Ingrid Stevenson. Call 914-620-5070 for more information or to reserve your ticket. The Ghana Missions Boat Ride. Praise, purpose, power. Set sail aboard the Skyline Princess and help build a vocational training school and church for the youth of Adase. Together we're creating opportunity, empowerment, and hope for generations to come. Be a part of the journey. Don't miss it.
When you are hungry, come to Cooler Runnings Restaurant, located at 1802 Nerid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx. We specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
Have you ever experienced a bad workmanship? Someone who work at your house and you're not satisfied?